Welcome back, everyone. Today we'll be looking at measures of center tendency. But what are central tendency? Central tendency simply refers to the concept in statistics that has to do with the typical value of a data set. Like we have a question on the board, but before I'll do that, I want to explain certain things relating to the three main centers of what tendency, which are the mean, the median, and the mode. We are going to be starting with the mean. Mean, S bar is taken as the what? Sum of all values divided by n, where n represents what? The number of data present, which is the number of data points. It can be taken as what? Number of observations as well. Just like in this question, our number of data or number of observations are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So our n here will be equals to what? Will be equals to what? 12. Now, if we are giving an assumed mean, maybe we are giving an assumed mean for our group data. Or let me see. If assumed mean is given, comma, our mean S bar will be equals to A plus summation D all over what? N, where N remains the number of data and summation D is the addition of all the deviation from the mean. From this information, our S bar is already known as our mean. Our A is what? Assumed mean, which is generally given in exam. Assumed mean. And our D is equals to what? Deviation from our mean, and is taken as x minus what? A, where A is the what? Is the what? Values, the data is given, while A is the given what? Assumed mean. So we can use this information first to solve this. But remember, when we talk about measures of center tendency, you can use MMM to remember it. Mean, median, and what? Mode. Please take note, range is not a measure of what? Central tendency. Range should be a measure of what? Dispersion. Range, variance, standard deviation, they are what? Measures of what? Dispersion, not central tendency. The central tendency are what? The mean, the median, and the mode. So we can use this information given to solve this question. So let's start. These are data as given. They said, given the following set of numbers above, which are these? Calculate the mean to 2 decimal what? Places. So let's start. Now, our mean S bar for question I. Since I didn't give summation of mean here, we simply use sum of what? Numbers all over what? N. And our numbers are 125 plus 176 plus 188 plus 212 plus 185 plus 177 plus 183 plus 173 plus 112 plus 176 plus 216, plus 137, all divided by our n. Our n happens to be what? 12 observation, which is what? 12. So all we need to do is to add up and divide by what? 12. So adding, we simply have 125. In exam, please do your summation directly from the question paper instead of copying here, because you might have making a mistake here. So we have 125 plus 176 plus 188 plus 212 plus 185 plus 177 plus 183 plus 173 plus 112 plus 176 plus 216 plus 137. So we have our mean S bar to be equal to 2060 all over 12. Divide by 12 gives us 171.6667. to 4 decimal places, but the question says to 2 decimal places. So I have 171.6 to 2 decimal places. This 6 is greater than 4. I had 1, here become what 7. So I write to 2 decimal what places. Whenever you are giving in theory, please always write it to 4 decimal places before approximating it to the required what value as said here. So we've gotten our question 1. Let's see our question 1I rather. Let's see the II. Now assume mean is given. Remember, I will define all the parameters here. So let's see. So to get our mean, they say we should find the mean, and the assumed mean is given. Our mean this time, S bar for II. Our mean this time will be S bar will be equals to A, where A is the assumed mean, plus summation D all over N, where D is our deviation from the what mean. And this is sigma. Sigma mean addition. Now, this time we are going to need a table for this. So, and the table will have 2 columns. The first column will be what? Our observations, which is our what? Values, which is our X. And this become what? D. And D is equals to what? X minus A, where A is the assumed mean. And this can be written as X minus the value of the assumed mean given, 176. I know this will not be enough, so let me copy the first 6 information and put it here. So this is 125, 176, 188, 212, 185, and 177. So if you are using a Casio calculator of FX, you can simply save this 176 to save your time. So I'll press 176, I'll press alpha store X, 176 shift store X rather. So I've saved it. So I'll simply have 125 minus, I'll press alpha X to bring the assumed mean out if you are using this. Or if you don't understand that, you can simply use 125 minus 176, 176 minus 176, and so on and so forth. So 125 minus 176 will give me minus 51. 176 minus 176 will give me 0. 188 minus my assuming will give me 12. 212 minus my alpha X will give me 36. 185 minus my alpha X will give me 9. And 177 minus my alpha X will give me 1. So I'll continue this for the second side because there's no space here. Take notes. So I have 183, 173, 112, 176, 216, and 137. So I have 183 minus my alpha X to give me 7, and 173 minus my alpha X to give me minus 3, 112 minus my alpha X to give me minus 64, and 176 minus my alpha S will give me 0. 216 minus my alpha X will give me 40. 137 minus my alpha X will give me minus 39. So I'll sum up all these to get my sigma D, which will be equals to minus 51 plus 12 plus 36 plus 9 plus this, which is plus 10, plus 7 minus 3 minus 64 plus 40 minus 39. This will give me minus 52. So I'll therefore come here. My assuming given is what? 167. So I have 167 plus summation D is minus 52. So I have minus 52 all over my N, which is what? 12, the number of data, remember. Now I have 176 plus minus is minus, and 52 divided by 12 will give me 4.333 and so on. And I have 176 minus my answer given. So therefore I have 171.666 which can be approximated to 171.67 words to what? 2 decimal word places. So you see, when given the assumed mean, the mean gotten for normal solving and the assumed mean are always what? The same. So this is the solution to our question 1. Thank you. Let's look on to question 2. We have a question on the board. It says, given an assumed mean of 65.5, use the data in the table to calculate the mean. Now, the first question we did has to do with ungrouped data. That this, having a class interval, simply means is a what? A grouped data. So, our mean for group data is S bar, which is mean, is equals to A plus summation F1 D1 all over summation F. F subscript 1 here simply means the individual word frequency, and D subscript 1 is the individual words deviation from the mean. Remember our deviation from the mean, D is equals to X minus A. So since this individual, I'll put subscript 1. Therefore, we need to know X. X, since this is not an ungrouped data, our X will be the average of the upper and the lower limits, which simply means we are going to have upper limits plus lower limits all divided by what? 2. Now, these are the two major stuffs needed. And also, we need to draw our table. So, these are the stuffs you need for group data to get your words mean when an assumed mean is given. Take note, if an assumed mean is given, you must use this method. X, your score will be reduced in your examination. So this is what we need. I'll need a table, so I'll have to clean some parts. Let me write this out. Let me put it here. Our D subscript 1 is equal to S subscript 1 minus what? A, which therefore gives you S bar to be equal to what? The assumed mean given, which is 65.5. And X subscript 1 is equal to what? Upper limit plus what? Lower limit, all divided by what? 2. So we can now draw our table. Our mark was given in group, so we have what? Class. After class, we can have our what? S subscript 1, which is individual what? Frequency. After that, we can have our class, which is S subscript 1, which is equals to what? Upper limit plus what? Lower limit, all divided by what? 2. After that, I need my D, and my D is there, which is what? S1, D is equals to X1 minus what? 65.5. And after that, this is D subscript 1. So we'll have F1, D1 here. So these are the 5 columns needed. So our class 41 to 50, 51 to 60, 61 to 70, 71 to 80, 81 to 90, and 91 to 100. Now, this can be gotten if I have 2 to 4. And I have 5 to 7, and I have 8 to 10. 2 to 4 is 2, 3, 4. So the middle term is 3. 5 to 7 is what? 5, 6, 7. So the middle term is 6. 8 to 10 is what? 8, 9, and 10. And the middle is what? 9. What is happening here? If we do this way, it will be a waste of time. But if you check, 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 divided by 2 will give you your 3. 5 plus 7 is what? 14. 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 divided by 2 will give me 6, and so on and so forth. That's why we're using this formula to save our time instead of counting. Now, I will have my frequencies are 2, 6, 7, 8, 4, and 2. 2, 6, 7, 8, 4, 2. Yeah. So we add up this, divide by 2. 41 plus 50 divided by 2 gives us 45.5. 51 plus 60 divided by 2 gives us 55.5. In the same way, I'll have 65.5, 75.5, 85.5, and 95.5 as the midpoint of 41 to 50, 51 to 60, just like that, just like I explained here. Now, our deviation from mean is S subscript 1 minus 65. Now, our mean is 65.5. I'll save it in my calculator using shift star X. So I simply have 45.5 minus this value. If you are using this calculator, you can save it using press the value, which is 65.5, shift star and what? X. Now I have 45.5 minus my alpha X. That will give me minus 20. 55.5 minus alpha X will give me minus 10. This minus this will give me 0. 75.5 minus alpha X will give me what? Positive 10. 85.5 minus alpha X will give me 20, and 95.5 minus our assuming will give me what? 30. Now we have F1 subscript D1. F1 subscript D1. 2 times minus 20 will give me minus 40. 6 times minus 10 will give me minus 60. 7 times 0 is 0. 8 times 10 is 80. 4 times 20 is 80. And 2 times 30 is what? 60. And we add up. So I have minus 40 minus 60 plus 0 plus 80 plus 80 plus 60. This will give me 120. And we have summation F at the bottom, so we have to sum the individual what? Frequencies. So I have 2 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 to give me what? Summation F to be equals to what? 29. Now I'll bring in the two information I've gotten. So my assumed mean was given as 65.5 plus summation F subscript 1, D subscript 1 is 120. So I have my 120 all over what? 29. Now this will give me 65.5 plus 120 divided by 29, giving me 4.1379. And if I add up or have it as 65.5 to give me 69.64 to 2 decimal words places, and this is my words answer, 69.64. Thank you. So we have a question relating to mean. It says the mean of 1, 3, 5, 7 and x is 4. Find the value of what? X. This is why 2018. Now, our mean, which is S bar, is equals to what? Sum of values divided by what? Number of what? Values, which is taken as what? M. Now, the mean was given. It said the mean of all these is what? 4. So my mean is what? 4. Sum of the values are what? 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus what? X. All divided by how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Divided by what? 5. Now I'll have 4 equals to 1 plus this. 1 plus 3 is what? 4. 9. 9 plus 7 10 16. So I have 16 plus x all over 5, and I'll cross multiply. I'll have 16 plus x will equals to what? 5 times what? 4, which is equals to what? 20. 16 plus x. So x, collecting like 10, I'll have x equal to 20 minus 16, and s will be equals to what? 4. So the value of x here is simply 4. But let's check. Now let's check. If we put our x as 4 here, we'll have this already 16 plus s, which is 20, and 20 divided by 5 will give us our mean, which is what? 4. So these are what? Answer. We have a question on the whiteboard. It says the average age of a group of 25 girls is 10 years. If one of the girls aged 12 years and 4 months joins the group, find correct to one decimal place the new average of the group. Now let's use the first information given, which is from this to this. Mean in general is, which is s bar is equals to what? Sum of what? Values all over what? N. Since we are talking about age and this is average, we simply say our average age, which is same as mean. Average age will be equals to what? Total is same as sum. Total what? Ages all over what? N. Now they say that first 25 years, which is the number is 25, and the average of these 25 years is 10 years. So we have 10 to be equals to what? Total age of the what? 10 years all over what? The number, which is what? 25. So our total age for the 25 years gives 10 times what? 25, which is equals to 250 what? Years. Now for the second information, it says if one girl of age 12 years and 4 months join the group. Now this 12 years and 4 months, and that happens to be the what? The 26th girl. So I can say age of the 26th girl is equals to what? 12 years and 4 months. So all these are already in years. I'll convert these months to what? Years. So I have 12 years plus 12 months make a year. So I have 4 all over 12 bracket what? Years. So this will give me 12 years plus 4 divided by 12, 0.333. So I have plus 12 to give me 12.333. So let me just put it. So I have 12.3333 words years. So this 12.33 years for the age of the 26th words get added. Now new total age will be equals to 250 years plus the 26th year to give me 12.3333, which equals plus 250 to give me 262.33 words years approximately. Now we still need to get the what? New number of words observations, which is new number of what? Girls, which will be equals to what? 25 plus 1, which is equals to what? 26 what? Girls. Now my new average, which is S bar subscript new, will be equals to new total age divided by new number of girls, which is equals to 262.33 all over 26, and that will give us 10.0897, which is approximately equals to 10.1 years to one, where is it? to 1 decimal what place. So this is our answer, 10.1 years. Well, another question. It says the mean of the numbers 2, 5, 2x, and 7 is less than or equal to 5. It says find the range of the values of x. This is why 2010. Now, mean, which is s bar, is equals to what? Sum of what? Values all over what? N. And our sum of values simply is 2 plus 5 plus 2x plus 7. And our number of data is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll write my 4. Now, 2 plus 5 is what? 7. 7 plus 7, 14. So I have 14 rather, plus 2x all over 4. And this can be breakdown to give me 7, since 2 is common rather, 2 brackets 14 divided by 2 is what? 7 plus 2x divided by 2 is what? X all over 4. And this therefore will give me 2 can cancel 4. So I have 7 plus x all over 2. So my mean is what? 7 plus x over 2. Then they said the mean of this number is less than or equal to 5. So mean s bar, which equals 7 plus what? X all over 2 is less than or equal to what? 5. So this can be what? Removed, because this is equal to the mean. Now if we cross multiply, we have 7 plus x to be less than or equal to what? 5 times what? 2. Or to make it easy, you just multiply through by the SCM, which is 2. Yeah, so this we cancel this, or I have 7 plus x to be less than or equal to 5 times 2, which is equals to what? 10. Now, or I have x to be less than or equals to 10. When 7 cross, we call minus what? 7. And s to be less than or equal to what? 3. So this is the solution to this question. What this means is that since s is less than or equal to 3, s can be 3. Since it's less than or equal to, s can be 2, s can be 1, 0, minus 1, and so on and so forth. Thank you. We have a question on the whiteboard. It says, the mean age of arrow men in a club is 50 years. 2 men aged 55 and 63 left the club, and the mean age reduced by 1 year. It says find the value of what? Arrow. Where arrow is the number of what? Men. Now, we have mean, which is, let's say this as our mean age, comma s bar will be equals to what? Total what? Age divided by what? The number of men present. Now, it says the mean age of arrow men, arrow which is arrow number of men. So we have our total age all over n, where n is represented by what? Arrow. And the mean age is giving us what? 50 years. So we have 50. So total age of arrow men, you can put brackets, arrow men, arrow number of men will be 50 times what? Arrow, when you cross multiply. Now, it says 2 men aged 55 and 63 left the club. So if 2 men 55 and 63 left the club, total age that left will be equals to 55 plus 63, which gives me 8, 10, 11. So the age of those that left is 118 what? Years. This is total age, remember. So total age remaining will be equals to 50 arrow minus 118 in brackets years. Now, They said 2 men aged 55 and 63 left the club and the mean age reduced by 1 year. Now, I can take this as my equation 1. 2 men of age 55 and 63 left the club and the mean age is reduced by 1 year. So new mean will be equals to what? 50, because the actual mean is this, 50 minus 1, which is equals to what? 49 years. Now, new number of men is equals to what? 2 left. So we become what? Arrow minus 2, because the total number of men was arrow at first. Arrow minus 2. Now, our new total age will be equals to new mean times the number of men left, because this total age will be equals to what? Which is 49 times, in brackets, arrow minus 2, which can be written as 49 arrow minus 2 times 9, 18, 8 carry 1, and 2 times 4, 8 plus 1, 9. So this can be equation what? 2. Now I can easily equate my equation 1 and my equation 2. Where am I going to clean now? Okay, we no longer leave this question. We are looking for arrow. So if we equate 1 and 2, we simply have 50 arrow minus 118 to be equals to 49 arrow minus 98. Now, I'll have 50 arrow minus 49 arrow will be equals to minus 98. This cross become positive 118, and 50 minus 49 will give me arrow to be equals to minus 98 plus 118 will simply give me what? 20. So we have 20 what? Years as our what? 20 what? Men rather. We have 20 men as our final what? Answer. The mean age of n students is 18. When 3 students with ages 20, 22 and 28 leave and 2 new students join, the mean becomes 17. If the sum of the 2 ages of the 2 new students is 30, find n. So let's start with how the question was given. Mean age, which is S bar age, which is mean age, is equals to what? Total age all over what? N, which is number of ages, where n is number of students. So the mean age of n students have already been put here, is 18. So I have mean age 18 equals to what? Total age all over n, where n is the number of n what? Students. Now we have total age to be equal to 18 times n, which will give me 18n. Now it says, when 3 students with ages 20, 22, and 28 leave and 2 new students join, the mean becomes 17. Now, sum of 3 students that joined the group is equals to 20 plus 22 plus 28, which equal, this will give me 30, 50, 70. So I have what? Sum of 3 students, when 3 students of ages, sum of 3 students ages that join the group become 20 plus 22 plus 28 as given there as what? 70 years. Now, they said, and 2 students joined, 3 left. Okay, these are the ones that left. left. These are the ones that left. Now, and 2 joined. And they also gave the sum of the 2 students that joined. So sum of 3 students that left is this 70 years. So sum of 2 students that joined, which is this sum of the 2 students that joined, 2 new students that joined, is equals to what? 30 years. Their age is 30 years. Now, we can therefore have total number of students subscript new to be equals to n minus 3 students left, n minus 3, and 2 students joined, so I have plus what? 2. So total number of students for the new expression become n minus 3 plus 2 will give me minus what? 1. And we also look for the total ages, new total ages. This will be equals to the total ages at first was 18n. So we have 18n. Sum of 3 students that left is minus, so I have minus 70. And sum of 2 students that joined, or I have what? Plus 30. So I have 18n minus 70 plus 30 will give me minus 40. So I have 18n minus 40 as the total ages of what? Total ages of students for new. Now, we're also given the new. When 3 students with ages 20, 22, and 28 leave, and 2 new students join, the mean becomes 17. So I have my new mean. So S bar subscript new, which is new mean, is equals to 17. Now we are asked to look for the value of what? N. Now how can we get our N? We no longer need this. So to get our N, we use all the new expression given. Now mean, which is S bar new, the new mean, is equals to what? Total ages of students. Total ages of students subscript new divided by total number of students. Total number of students subscript new. Now the new mean is 17. So I have 17 equals to total ages of students. Total ages of students is 18. Let me raise it up. Is 18n minus 40. 18n minus 40 all over the new number of students. Where's the new number of students? N minus 1. So you have n minus 1. So all we need to do is to solve and make the value of n the sort of what formula. So we have 18n minus 40 will be equals to 17 times n is 17n, and 17 times minus 1 is minus 17. Now I have 18n plus 17n equals minus 17 what? N equals to minus 17 plus what? 40. This is same as 40 minus 17. 10 minus 7, 3. And here is left with what? 2. Here is left with 3. 3 minus 1, 2. So 18 minus 17 is 1. So 1 times n is n. So the number of students originally is what? 23 what? Students. So this is our what? Answer. The value of n is 23. Thank you. We have a question on the whiteboard. It says, in an examination, the pass mark was 45. The mean mark of 8 students was 53, but 2 of them failed. what is the lowest possible mean mark for the 6 students that pass? Assume that the marks are whole numbers. And this is the WAEC question. Now, mean in general, S bar is equals to what? Sum of what? Values over total values, which is what? N. Excuse me. Now, sum of values simply happen to be what? The total what? Marks. So, sum, this become what? I can take this as total marks. So, mean, which is S bar. They said in an examination, the pass mark is 45. The mean mark of 8 students, the mean mark of 8 students was 53. So, mean subscript 8, mean mark of 8 students is what? 53, which equal total marks all over. The number is what? The number there is given as what? 8 students. 8. So, I have total marks in brackets subscript 8, which is for 8 students, is equals to what? 53 times what? 8. 3 times 8 is what? 24. 4 carry what? 2. 8 times 5, 40. I have 42. So this is the total marks. This is the total marks for all 8 students. Now, they said that 2 of them failed. They said, what is the lowest possible mean mark for the 6 students that pass? Now, we need to have an idea of the mark of the student that failed. They said 2 students failed. Now, for us to know the lowest possible mean mark for the 6 students, we must assign the highest possible passed failed mark for the what? 2 students that failed. For us to know the lowest possible mean mark for the 6 students that passed, we must know the highest possible mean mark, highest possible mark for the what? 2 students that failed. And the total, the mark, the pass mark is 45. So the highest possible mark obtained by the student that failed will be what? 44. Since they are what? The marks are what? Whole numbers. So student that failed scored 44 marks each. Therefore, total marks for students that failed, which are 2 students, will be equals to 44 plus 44, which is equals to what? 88 what? Marks. Now, the score of the total students for the total student, which is 8 students, is this. So we know that total marks is equals to what? Passed marks, which is for what? 6 students, plus what? Failed marks for what? 2 students. Total marks was with 8 because they are 8 students. Now, total mark is what? 424. Passed mark is what we are looking for now because we've known the total marks of students that failed. Passed mark in bracket for 6 students plus failed mark, 88 what? Marks. Let me put marks here. So, passed mark for 6 students is equals to, this will come to the other side, 424 minus what? 88 in brackets, or let me just write it straight, which equal 424 minus 88. That will give me 336 what? Marks. So we've gotten this. So we've gotten the marks, the total marks for the 6 students that passed. But they said lowest possible mean mark. So we've gotten the lowest possible mark. So to get the mean, we simply divide by the 6. So we have min mark, which is S bar for students that pass, will be equals to passed mark, which is 336 marks, divided by what? 6. And 336 divided by 6 will give me 56. So we have 56 what marks. So the average, which is the lowest possible mean mark for the 6 students that pass, is 56 what marks. Thank you. The arithmetic mean of x, y, and z is 6, while that of x, y, z, t, u, v, and w is 9. So let's calculate the arithmetic mean of t, u, v, and w. Now, arithmetic mean of t, u, v, and w will be t, u, v, w divided by what? 4. But let's start from the top expression. It says the arithmetic mean of x, y, and z, mean S bar, is equals to what? Sum of what? Values all over what? N. And the mean was given as 6. So we have 6 to be equals to x, y, z. Yes, it's x, y, z. So we have x plus y plus what? Z. Sum all over how many values? 3. So we have x plus y plus z to be equals to 6 times 3, which is equals to what? 18. We can take this as our equation 1. Now, our second one, the next expression says why that of x, y, z, t, u, v, w, which is mean x bar for how many values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is what? 9. So if we have x bar to be equals to x plus y plus z plus t plus u plus v plus w, sum of all this is equals to, so xyz is already what? 18. This is already 18 as seen there. So we have 18 plus t plus u plus v plus what? W. So we have this expression as a sum. Now, our value was given as the sum of all this is equals to the mean of all that is equals to 9. So mean, which is S bar, which is equals to 9, will be equals to 18 plus t plus u plus u plus t plus u plus v plus w, all divided by 7. Why 7? We have 4 data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 18 plus t plus u plus v plus w to be equals to 9 times 7, which is equals to 63. So we have 63 here. So our t plus u plus v plus w will equals to 63 minus what? 18. And 63 minus 18 gives us what? 45. So we've gotten 45 as a what? Sum of t plus u plus v plus w. Now, average of, where is it? Arithmetic mean of t, u, v, w become arithmetic mean, which is S bar subscript t, comma u, comma v, comma w will be equals to the sum of the value t plus u plus v plus w, since we have 4 values showing, divided by what? N. And TUVW is equals to 45 here. So we have 45 all over N. N is how many values? 4 values. 4. So we have 45 divided by 4. And our answer is 11.285. So this is our average of T, U, V, and W, which is same as arithmetic mean. So we end here for measures of central tendency, taking our mean as our priority. In our next class, we are going to be focusing on either median or median and mode put together. Thank you till we meet again.